Hi everyone, this is Irma Leet from Redding, California, and today is dessert day, and I would like to show you my recipe for vanilla lemon cheesecake. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all of the ingredients that you're going to need for today. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a 9-inch round springform pan. And what I have done with that is I have sprayed all of the bottom and the sides with a non-stick cooking spray. So now that I've done that, I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm actually going to show you the ingredients. Here we have 45 vanilla wafers that I basically crushed in my food processor, made crumbs out of them. We'll put those aside. Then we have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla, and here we have 1/4 of a cup of lemon curd, and it usually comes in little jars like that. And then here we have 1 cup of sour cream, regular sour cream, don't use the light, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and here we have 1 full cup of lemon curd. They're the same thing, but we're going to use them for 2 different things. 1 12-ounce tub of Cool Whip, regular, non-flavored, not the light, just the regular. And then here we have the cheesecake filling, the ready-to-eat Philadelphia cheesecake filling, and this is actually a 24.3 ounce tub. I don't know if they make them any bigger or not, but this is what I use. Okay. Then over here we are going to use 2 8-ounce blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I think that is all of our ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and start on the crumbs and making our crust. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our butter into our cookie crumbs here. But in case I didn't mention, you are also going to need some yellow food coloring. Okay, just some plain yellow food coloring. Okay, so we're going to add our 4 tablespoons of butter onto our crumbs here. And it smells so good. And I have to admit that I had to snack on a few while I was crushing them, so. Okay. So this won't take long, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and smash it to the bottom of our pan there, and we're going to allow it to cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. My oven is a little older, so I have to let things cook a little longer, and I do put it in the middle level of the oven. Okay. So now we're just going to put those crumbs down there. And then I'm going to use just anything, spoon, your hands. I'm just going to use this cup here. And I just even it out first. Then I start pressing it to the bottom. Okay, so this is what our crust looks like. And I am going to go ahead and put it in the oven. So here we have our crust. It was in the oven for about 10 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit aside for about 5 minutes. After that, I'm going to cover it with some foil paper, and I'm going to put it in the freezer. And the reason we're going to put it in the freezer is so that it can cool off enough so that we can put our toppings on it and they can set with enough time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put this aside. First layer is going to take the Philadelphia ready-to-eat cheesecake filling. The whole tub. We're going to put the whole tub in there. Okay. And previously, I think I had told you that this was 1 cup of lemon curd. This is actually 1/2 cup of lemon curd. Go ahead and add that also. Blend it up. Some here. Okay. So here we have that Philadelphia ready-to-eat cheesecake filling, and also the lemon curd, that 1/2 cup of lemon curd. So now, what we're going to do is we are going to add a couple of drops, which are 10 drops of yellow food coloring. Okay? And then we are going to mix it up some more. And there we have mixed together that tub of ready-to-eat cheesecake filling and the 10 drops of yellow food coloring and also the 1/2 cup of lemon curd. So at this point we're going to stop for a minute here, And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of Cool Whip. And then we're going to just fold it in. We have finished folding in that 1/2 cup of Cool Whip in here. And I'm going to do 2 things. The first thing is I'm going to cover this up with some foil paper. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Okay? Second thing is I have my crust. It's cooled off for 5 minutes. I'm also going to cover that up with some foil paper. We have both the crust in the freezer covered with foil paper, and then we also have the first layer, which is the lemon layer of the cheesecake in the refrigerator. What we're going to do is we are going to break up these 2 8-ounce blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, and some of that, actually all of the sour cream, that 1 cup of sour cream. Then we're going to add that teaspoon of pure vanilla. And we are also going to add that 1 cup of powdered sugar. Now if you like yours a little sweeter, you can add more. I think that's creamy enough. Look at that. Go ahead and add those 4 cups of Cool Whip. Okay, and that right there is our 4th cup. Put that aside there. And then we are going to start folding that in. Finished folding in everything. Okay? So now we're going to put it aside. Here we have our crust from the freezer, our lemon layer from the refrigerator, and then the vanilla layer that we just finished preparing. Okay? First thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pour all that lemon layer into that crust there. All right. So now that lemon layer is all smoothed out. Here we go. So now we're going to add that vanilla layer. We're going to add that lemon curd. This is the 1/4 cup of lemon. I'm going to show you how to tent that pan there so that you do not get some of that lemon curd on there, okay? Stick it in the freezer for 15 minutes and then it should be ready to cut. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and release this very slowly. Remove gently, and hopefully it'll work for us. Isn't that gorgeous? And I like to top this cheesecake with some blueberries. Just some canned blueberries, or you can make your own. I've got to try it. So good. All those different flavors. You get that great vanilla taste, the lemon taste, the blueberry taste. It is so delicious. And I made it with Philadelphia cream cheese. And of course, some other wonderful products. I thank you very much for joining me in my kitchen again. And remember, this is Irma, keeping your taste buds happy.